Hi there. I'm here by the edge of the Rio Bravo, standing on the Mexican side on the last night that I will be here in Mexico. Tomorrow, Kike and I will cross the border into the USA and into a whole different world, a whole new world. I have tried to make you no less than 5 videos while I've been here. And one after the other, they have been corrupted, they have been destroyed by this at the cyber, the light wasn't right, everything that could possibly go wrong did go wrong. And I kind of gave up. I guess I needed to go inward for a while. And I did that, and now I really felt like, I don't want to leave without trying one more time. So I'm going to try to give you one more catch-up. And because so much has happened, I'm not going to be able to tell you about the details of what has happened in specifics. I'll write that in a blog, because that's a better story told that way. But I wanted to share with you the big picture, because in the end, the big picture is the real truth anyway, and the details are just part of the illusion. So I'm going to start in Abeno. In Abeno, when Kike started to vomit blood, I discovered a very brick wall between me, a high brick wall between me and peace. I was not at peace with that. I had a really hard time not being upset by his illness. And I noticed even then, in the beginning, that my attachment was what was coming into play here, that I was seriously attached to him. And I thought, well, you know, all of the greatest spiritual teachers teach you that you have to be absolutely non-attached. And I had been able to do that in a lot of ways. I was able to do that with places and things and some amount of people. But I wasn't able to do it with my closest friend and companion, Kike. And it was really a struggle for me. I wasn't in a place of full awareness. And it is like this. I think we forget and remember. We fall asleep and wake up and doze off and wake up. And it's just a matter of getting closer and closer, and the spans being greater and greater between forgetting and remembering and being awake. And so I remembered and was reminded, was guided, that this physical form is all an illusion. Kike's physical body is just an illusion. My physical body, this earth, is a holographic projection. And I'm not just talking mystical stuff here. Science is proving this now. If you're interested, Google it. Google reality is a holographic projection. Science proves it. And see what you get, because there's a lot of stuff coming out backing this for you science geeks. But I know this to be true. I don't need science to tell me. And I remembered. And I remembered that we are energy. And energy can never die. It only changes forms. Death is just like a blink. And if I knew this for me, I could know it for him. He's just going to blink and see new things. The good news is, since I've been getting to a place of peace with his choice of whether to stay with me or go, he seems to be doing great. He's in a much better place now. And he's going to get a ride on the cart for as long as he wants. And I'm going to take very, very good care of him. But I have accepted that his choice of being here or going, and his destiny is his. And I can accept it. And so I came to a deeper place of surrender and remembering about that. And that was a wonderful experience. Another thing that happened, very interestingly, when I was in Abeno and I was feeling terrible after the accident, feeling all the muscle pains and the headache from the concussion, which was really intense, and the whiplash and the vertigo, And I started to take painkillers that I thought at the time I needed, which now I think probably didn't need at all. Probably would have been better off without them, but it made me feel like I was sick again. It triggered that in me, and when it triggered that in me, I realized that I was also in a place of resistance to that. I was in a place of resistance to illness. And I really kind of freaked out a little bit in a way. In a way, even when I say this, you have to realize that I'm freaking out on the surface, but I'm in a great, great deepening peace inside. It gets deeper all the time, but I was in a place of resistance. That's for true. That's the truth. To the idea of my being sick. And I had to go through a lot of watching my thoughts, thinking about sickness, my beliefs about sickness, and that was fascinating. My beliefs about myself as the creator of my illnesses. And then, there came some self-judgment, some blame. A lot of stuff still came up that needed to be healed at a deeper level, so I'm really grateful for that. And so I told my body, look, I feel like I haven't been taking good enough care of you. So if that's true, especially since it's been very difficult for me to get the kind of food that I feel is necessary to feed my body to do a journey like this, it has been difficult here in Mexico. And I hadn't been eating the way I wanted to eat. And I was worried about that, concerned, in a place of resistance to the food I was eating. And so I asked my body, look, if I'm not taking good enough care of you, I want you to make that clear to me right now. And I will talk in a blog about nutrition, because some interesting things happened as I changed my diet and started to eat things that I normally wouldn't eat. And my vibration changed, my energy changed. And I want to take care of my energy. That's really important. But so immediately after that, I got the flu. And it was a one-day flu. And it came and it went, but it was pretty awful. It might have been food poisoning. It was a pretty intense experience. And through that process, I realized, no, I need dehydrated vegetables to carry with me that I can have at all times. And I need a juicer. And luckily, so thanks to that bout of the flu, I was motivated to get myself, I found for $20, a single auger, hand-operated juicer that produces seriously quality juice, lightweight portable juicer. So that is, as soon as I get to the other side, I'm going back to being vegan, and I'm going to use this juicer whenever I can and just feed my cells. So I started to take better physical care of my body and rest more and be more gentle with myself. And then I got, about a week ago, again, I got a cold that turned into a flu chest thing that has been a bugger. It's been a bugger. I've been coughing up stuff. It's been a wild week. And I went through another level of resistance to being sick. I wasn't able to accept that. A lot of thoughts came up in my head, like, oh my God, why am I getting sick all the time? Is this the cancer? Why do I feel dizzy? And it turns out that I have a pinched disc in the middle of my back, a ruptured disc from the accident, and that is causing me to feel a little dizzy. But I didn't know that, and I got a little panicked because when I had been seriously ill, I'd had vertigo for a long time, so that was like a trigger for me. And thank you, triggers, thank you, illness, because I came to remember that the way that I was able to heal my other illnesses was by accepting them and knowing, remembering, waking up, remembering the truth, that this is all perfect, that everything that has happened to me up until this point has been, in fact, exactly perfect for my growth, for my life. I am having the most incredible life. Every single moment of this life I am grateful for. Nothing that has ever happened to me has been a problem. The honest truth, looking back, I can know that. It has led me to this place, this moment, which is perfect, and which I have deep gratitude for. And so if I am sick again, in this moment, I say yes. I say yes. This moment is perfect, and I do not resist it. I do not refuse it, even if I'm ill. And now I feel, I'm still coughing and I feel weak, but I'm going to start walking. And we're just going to go gentle. We don't have to go far. Maybe tomorrow we go 5 miles. I don't know, but Texas, man, it's flat, flat, flat. It's going to be easy. It's going to be a piece of cake. So here I am again. I've gone through some periods of lack of peace, or I wouldn't say lack of peace, I would say superficial turbulence. There you go, superficial turbulence. And it has been a wild ride in a way, this turbulence. But I keep sinking back into that deeper peace. And one of the things that I've discovered is that within every peak, there's a fall. And within every fall, there's a peak. There's ups and downs, always. And when I'm aware of this, and know it, and accept it, I find myself at complete balance. And in the balance, that's where the peace is. Despite the up, the down, doesn't matter. So I'm going to mail this tomorrow. I'm going to send it up tomorrow from the US side. And I'll make you another one from over there as well. I love you. Love. Talk soon.